We're going to move on to the last political subject we're going to cover today, and that is all these countries just jacking off because they're happy Trump is in office so that they can try to drop DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm going to show y'all a video that talks about Walmart getting rid of it and the buffoonery statements they made. And following that statement, you'll see why DEI has not only been beneficial for marginalized groups of people, but it has overall enhanced business too. Take a look, and then me and Larry will break down DEI, why they're trying to get rid of it, and why it's been beneficial for marginalized.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I'm diving into Walmart's recent decision to significantly roll back its diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. So, here's what's happening. Walmart is shutting down its $100 million-funded Center for Racial Equity. They're also phasing out programs that support suppliers from marginalized groups and discontinuing sales of certain LGBTQ-themed products. On top of that, they plan to stop using the term DEI in their documents and will no longer share LGBTQ policy data with the Human Rights Campaign. This major shift follows pressure from conservative activist Robbie Starbuck, who has been influencing companies to retreat from DEI efforts. Despite this rollback, Walmart says they'll honor their existing commitments until 2025. Now let's talk about what this all means. First, the impact on marginalized communities could be significant, as these groups have benefited from Walmart's programs. There's also potential reputational damage for Walmart, particularly among customers who value DEI, and Walmart's decision might embolden other companies to reconsider their DEI commitments. But here's the thing, DEI initiatives have shown clear benefits. For instance, diverse teams often drive more innovation and creative solutions. Inclusive workplaces foster greater employee satisfaction and productivity. Plus, companies with strong DEI programs typically outperform their competitors financially. Take Cisco, for example. Their DEI programs include senior leaders engaging with colleagues from diverse backgrounds, leading to tangible changes in workplace culture. Or look at Procter & Gamble, whose DEI efforts have led to more accessible products and marketing strategies that resonate with a diverse customer base. KPMG has implemented reverse mentoring, where senior leaders are mentored by individuals from diverse backgrounds, fostering a more inclusive workplace culture. And Unisys has been recognized for its disability inclusion efforts, launching programs to help employees grow internally with skill-focused courses. These examples show how DEI initiatives not only support marginalized communities, but also drive business success through innovation, improved employee engagement, and enhanced customer satisfaction. So, what are your thoughts on Walmart's rollback?
We shouldn't even have to explain this. These policies are nothing but reversing racism back to the times by the 70s. Because the greater majority of people in this country to this day still are white people, even though that number is shrinking. And that's one of the things that's causing the problem for white guys. That number is shrinking. And when you take the DEI measures from the guidelines of people's work, you're going to get less diverse people. You're going to get people in there doing stupid shit like having someone trying to make a campaign for Black people, and instead of doing something that would be legit, you have a campaign where Black people's eating watermelon and fried chicken and drinking Kool-Aid. How dumb is that? Like, you lose all that. And so we've oftentimes talked about we need a seat at the table. And this was a doorway to us getting a seat at the table so that we can at least speak to a lot of the needs of what many people in our culture are feeling and not just be whitewashed by white people's culture. And so having said that, I wanted to make sure that there was proper examples of how DEI has been a benefit, not just to the people, the marginalized people it's affecting, but also to the business. Because at the end of the day, most businesses is about that bottom line. And if these companies are going to continue to screw you in the butt with the ugly stick, I say stop spending your money on them. For real. I've got a new updated list I'm coming out with more companies that supported Trump, that will be trying to put in no DEI into their thing. And Walmart is one that you guys can drop. If you're going to Walmart because you think that groceries are cheaper, go to Lidl's. They're way cheaper. Um, you can go to Costco wholesale. They've got nobody beats Costco wholesale. Costco wholesale only marks up their stuff at a maximum of 14 cents.
Mm.
Spend your money with people who believe in these initiatives and are paying you back. Floor is yours, Larry.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see this happen. It's not like it's unexpected, but you
No.
know, it's one of those things. It's like there's been plenty of times when companies have done really stupid things, and you watch those things happen, whether you're a black person or a Hispanic person, a woman, a handicapped person, a gay person, whatever, and you watch them and you're like, how did that happen? How did they not see this? Like, and but you have people who are so locked into their little, just like their little personal bubble, like everyone around them looks like them, thinks like them, grew up around the same places, so there's no diversity amongst them, and so they think what they think is okay is highly offensive to someone else because all they've seen is maybe some stereotype on TV or the movies. They don't have any friends of folks, and so, or they look at some of these artists out there who are caricatures of themselves, because they're selling an image, and and that's just what it is. It's an image. It's not who they really are. But a lot of people buy into this and they think this is what black people are, brown people are, Asian people are, and then they go and make ad campaigns and other things around these flawed ideas and misconceptions, and they find themselves offending people. That has
Right.
happened a lot less when you have people at the table. If you have a black person that is in the room at the table when they're making an ad campaign, and they're gonna sit up there and say, we're gonna have new flavors of soda, and they show grape and watermelon and orange and everything else. And when it comes to the grape and watermelon soda, they want to stick them in a black person's hand. Those, if you have a black person in the room, you can say, hold up, no, put that soda in somebody else's hand, give the black person the orange soda or the Coke or whatever it is, because if you give them this, don't think people are not going to notice that. Don't think they're not, and it's going to be a problem. The next thing you know, you're going to end up boycotted. So, you know, I just think that I think one, it's gonna end up hurting the companies in a lot of ways because people are going to, people are going to make some really, really dreadful mistakes. And unlike before they had all these DEI initiatives,
Mhm.
we have social media now. So these
Right.
mistakes are not going to be something that just fly under the radar. They're going to be things that fly around the world in a matter of minutes. And they're going to end up going viral. And then they're going to become news stories of themselves because they're going to be so big. I just think that it's just dangerous to not have people from across the spectrum, everyone, whether it be, different minorities, racial minorities, different, ethnicities, different religious types, different, people who are handicapped or gay, straight, whatever. It's just, you need to have a diverse team. Otherwise, you are just really likely to make some serious mistakes. And mistakes nowadays can literally damage your brand to the point it's useless. So,
Unless you got a friend in the White House to erase all your stuff. But even then, that friend in the White House don't come cheap. Like
right.
he's not doing nothing for free. And I'll tell you this, audience, this is an opportunity for some of y'all to where these people are going to drop the ball with DEI. If you're in position, set up your own drop shipping business, set up your own mini Walmart, mini dog store, mini beer company. You don't have to do it the way they used to do it back in the old days where you had a brick and mortar store. You got a commissary kitchen, you can ship stuff and sell it. So consider that as something that you can do nowadays while these people are dropping the ball on DEI. And if you stick around with me long enough, I'm going to be helping you out with a whole lot of things that are going to support us.
And here's an example of something, right? If you go to Walmart or Target today and you go to the hair care section, you're going to see some of them call it like ethnic hair care. Some people don't even call it anything. They just have a section with just hair care for us. That did not come about because some white person said, I wonder if black people would like to buy hair care products from us. No, I'm sure it was because it was some black lady who was working there on the board and said, you know what? I go and spend $150 a month on hair care products, and I have to go down to some little hair care store in the hood to buy my stuff because I can't go to my local Target or my local Walmart or wherever. And they started to say, how big is that market every year? And they looked at it and they said, oh my God, what are we doing? And so then they started to find people who could buy those products and sell those products. They started to find new people who were producing products like that, because there are people who produce those products that have started selling in these big stores. And I'm sure that came about because there were people that look like us at the table.
Exactly. Well said, bro. Y'all post your comments. Let us know what you think.